Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter. Thanks for joining us. Well, we just want to kind of warn you, we're recording this, and as we record this, we have junior achievement students in the studio as well. You can't see them, they're behind the cameras, as this is the day that is Enterprise in Action Day for Junior Achievement at Jasper Middle School, and we want to welcome those students. Since it's Junior Achievement Enterprise in Action Day, we have Junior Achievement folks with us here in the studio at WJTS. Joining us is Ruth Wilson. Ruth is the Program Manager for JASWIN, Junior Achievement of Southwest Indiana. And also joining us is Al Mihajlovits. Al is associated with Southridge Schools, but Al has been on the board for a long time for Junior Achievement. He is also the chairman for the Business Hall of Fame, which is coming up in May, and is involved in Junior Achievement Dollars Make Sense and things like that. And we're going to talk about two of those things, Dollars Make Sense, and we're going to talk about the upcoming Business Hall of Fame. I guess, Ruth, we'll start with you by talking about the Dollars Makes Sense program. What is Junior Achievement Dollars Make Sense?
Well, in April is Financial Literacy Awareness Month, and so we have kicked off not only a fundraising campaign with Dollars Make Sense, but also just a awareness campaign with Dollars Make Sense. So there are local businesses. Some of the local businesses here in Du Bois County include all the Wendy's locations, Denny's locations, Long John Silver's, Old National Bank are selling these dollars. So customers can purchase these dollars for $1. And instead of like a lot of campaigns that you see where you might purchase the dollar, then it goes up on the wall there at the local business, we are encouraging customers, parents to take this dollar home with them. And on the back, we have some financial literacy tips to start those conversations in the home between parents and their kids about financial literacy and how important money is within their lives. And
Junior Achievement is working with the schools to teach financial responsibility.
Yes. All of our programs, K through 12, deal with one of our three pillars, which one of the three pillars is financial literacy, entrepreneurship, or work readiness. So we are focusing on those three pillars. Obviously, this month being Financial Literacy Awareness Month, we are working on the financial literacy part of the piece. But yes, all programs in our schools focus on one of our three pillars.
But it is a fundraiser for Junior Achievement because it takes money to run the programs within the schools.
Yes.
I know you have a lot of volunteers that do work, but there are materials and things.
Yes, it does. There is some money involved. This is also a fundraiser. I would like to point out that any money that's raised here locally stays local within Du Bois County and to go towards schools that host our Junior Achievement program. So it does stay local within the county.
And all the schools pretty well have the
I would say for the most part, yes. All schools, in Southeast, Southwest, Northeast Du Bois. It may not be a whole school that has Junior Achievement, but there is at least 1 to 2 grades, or there is some form of Junior Achievement in most schools in Du Bois County, yes.
Okay, and on the back of this dollar, you said there's some suggestions to parents to talk about. Read one of those. Let us know what one of those bits of advice is.
I would be happy to. So one of the points here is teach your kids that money has a purpose. Without one, it is easy to spend mindlessly. So in order to become conscious spenders who use their money on what matters most, have them set an annual save, spend, and share goal. Every time they earn or receive money, have your kids allocate a portion of their money towards their goals. So kind of begin to start thinking about the whole budgeting concept. The three kind of goals they have here, save, spend, and share. Obviously you always want to have some money back for a rainy day. You always need to spend some money, whether that be on things, needs, or wants that you may have. And then also I think it's always important, we always want to try to give money to share for charitable giving, that type of thing. JA is always a good charitable giving cause.
Junior Achievement Dollars Make Sense goes on all through April.
All through April. There may be some local businesses, depending on when they started, might run through like the 1st of May, but for the most part, we are concentrating on April since that is Financial Literacy Awareness Month.
Okay, so, and one of the events that you do that's another fundraiser is the Business Hall of Fame. And Al, if you could tell us about that, because that's coming up pretty soon.
That's correct. On May 19th, we'll be recognizing 2 laureates. One is a kind of a retired but still involved, Clem Longy, with Home Best Furnishings, and then also the late Alvin Ruxer. Those 2 will be recognized on that morning. It's a 7:30 event, and we're still raising money, for that. But I think, as Ruth said, all, if not most of that money will come back directly to Du Bois County to serve the programs that we now, have in our schools.
And the Business Hall of Fame, which I enjoyed last year, it's a pretty big deal. There's a lot of people there. You need to get tables or tickets. Now, I guess you can buy tickets or tables.
Yes,
right?
yes, exactly. And we're hoping that we have the same amount, if not more, between 300 to 400 people that morning. So that we make this really last year, as we pulled this off last year, became an outstanding event, and now just a continuation of that. There are so many individuals in our communities who either have passed away or are still with us that not only have started from the bottom and created a business that's a very viable business, but the important part of that is what they created and what they gave back to our community, and that's what we're trying to recognize on that morning.
Okay, and if somebody would like to have tickets, what do they do to get tickets?
Well, I think they can either contact me at 812-639-1751, or they can contact Ruth as well. Either one of us, Jason Kelly, with service. He also, is involved in that, as well as any of our board members.
Ruth, how can they contact you?
They can contact me at our office, and that number is 812-425-8152, and just ask for Ruth is fine.
Now, today is Enterprise in Action Day, as we're recording this and running this a week later. What's the importance of junior achievement for students, and why is it important that students come to a business and spend a day?
Well, the purpose behind Enterprise in Action Day is so that students can go out into the community. Hopefully they get placed within a business location that they have some career interest in. And so it's a good way to make that connection between staying in school and how that's going to benefit them later on in a career. Unfortunately, we know that 8th grade, that age level, is where students kind of decide, they're kind of begin to think about their career, but they also decide whether or not they are going to continue in school at that kind of relatively young age for 8th graders. And so it's a good day for that age group to get out into the community, to start making that connection, seeing hopefully some hands-on with different careers that they might have interested in. And again, this is just one of the many programs that we offer here in Du Bois County, is the Enterprise in Action Day with the 8th grade students from Jasper Middle School as well as Holy Trinity.
And not only that, if I can
Sure.
interject, we've talked for a number of years about brain drain, and that terminology is placed on those who have the intellect, go on to college, look at what they want to do, but the opportunities may not be back in their communities, and so we lose that quality, to someplace else. So this program provides the opportunity for our kids to be able to see what is available, and with the hope that that little connection, may be a great connection in pulling them back into our communities when they get done with, whether it's college or whether it's, on to some other type of education that they get.
All right, well, thanks both of you for coming in and talking about junior achievement.
Thank you, we appreciate it.
An excellent program in Southwest Indiana, an excellent program in a local school near you, in grade school through high school. Junior Achievement is a great organization. If you'd like to make a contribution, please do. Or if your kids ask about being in a Junior Achievement, encourage them to do so. Thanks to Al Mihajlovits and Ruth Wilson with Junior Achievement. Thank you for watching WJTS in.form. We are local people watching local people.